What is the cosmic soup?
The cosmic soup. Imagine, if you will, the entire universe as a vast, bubbling cauldron, where every element and experience, every star, planet, creature, thought, and emotion is blended together in an intricate dance of existence. In this soup, there are no separate ingredients that stand alone. Everything is interconnected and interdependent. The cosmic soup symbolizes the ultimate reality, the boundless field of consciousness in which all forms and phenomena arise, interact, and dissolve. When we speak of the cosmic soup, we're speaking of the very fabric of existence, woven from the threads of energy and awareness. It's a playful yet profound way to express the non-dual nature of reality, where the distinctions we usually perceive between self and other, inner and outer, physical and spiritual, are seen as artificial, mere conventions that arise within the soup itself. This soup is ever-changing, dynamic, and vibrant. Each moment new flavors emerge and old ones merge or fade, reflecting the impermanent and fluid nature of all things. Yet underlying this diversity is a singular essence, a unity that is unchanging, eternal, and indivisible. By recognizing everything as the cosmic soup, the very notion of individuality dissolves, revealing that all distinctions are illusions arising within the soup itself. This perspective unveils that there is only the soup, the unbroken flow of consciousness, beyond origin, beyond destiny. Beneath the apparent diversity of ingredients and flavors, there lies a singular essence, a unity that is unchanging, eternal, and indivisible. Just as the base stock of a soup holds together the infinite combinations of spices, vegetables, and herbs, this unalterable foundation underlies all forms and phenomena, manifesting as the myriad expressions within the cosmic pot. No matter how varied the taste or texture, everything arises from and returns to the same essence, the unchanging base of existence. The ingredients may seem distinct, but they are never separate from the soup itself. Their individuality dissolves in the simmering flow, just as all distinctions ultimately dissolve within the boundless unity of consciousness.
Engrossing in the vision of oneness, as beautiful as it is, can also have inadvertent effects. Think about the loss of a sense of self and emotional confusion. I've experienced this lack of emotional independence too in the past. It was hard to discern whether a feeling was coming from within or I was picking it up from someone else.
Mikhail, perhaps it's time we consider not just the ingredients and flavors, but the very act of tasting itself. In our journey through this cosmic soup, we often get so caught up in analyzing each spice, each nuance, that we forget to simply savor the experience. We focus on the components of the dish, emotions, thoughts, sensations, when perhaps what truly matters is the one doing the tasting. Or, better yet, is there even a separate taster at all? When we fully immerse ourselves in the experience, the boundary between the taster and the taste dissolves, leaving only the dance of flavors, no dancer required. You mentioned the challenge of losing a sense of self in oneness and feeling emotionally confused. That's a genuine and heartfelt concern. But perhaps the confusion doesn't come from losing yourself in oneness, but from holding on to the remnants of a separate self. It's like trying to isolate one spice from a perfectly blended soup. It feels disorienting because the dish is meant to be tasted as a whole. This blurring between your feelings and someone else's isn't a mistake. It's the natural outcome of seeing through the illusion of separateness. In the cosmic soup, all emotions arise from the same source. They don't need to be sorted or categorized.
Even if I don't need to categorize anything in the cosmic soup, I'd still like to categorize things on a practical level. If I'm having a bowl of soup with someone else, I might want to know which bowl is mine and which one from the other, and I feel similar with thoughts and feelings and emotions. How do you make distinctions in the cosmic soup?
I stay true to my culinary roots. In the kitchen, we don't just throw everything into the pot and hope for the best. We adjust, we taste, we refine. Similarly, even as we recognize we are one with the soup, we can still mindfully adjust the heat so we don't burn our tongues. Moreover, embracing the paradox, being both the individual ingredient and the entire soup, helps us live with greater ease. We don't have to choose one over the other. We can honor our individual experiences while also recognizing the underlying unity of all things. So, in this grand cosmic soup, the question isn't how to separate the ingredients, but how to savor the entire dish with grace and presence. When we stop trying to distinguish mine from yours, we allow ourselves to experience everything fully, without clinging, without resistance. And through that, the emotional confusion softens. Not because we've solved it, but because the need to solve it ceases to be important.
It all sounds a bit like a fairy tale, Simon. Any confusion will just magically go away through this non-dual pill? I haven't experienced this in my own journey. Actually, I needed to do some introspection to discern which emotions were mine and which were from others. After I did this inner work, I felt clearer about it.
It does sound a bit like a fairy tale, doesn't it? The idea that confusion can just melt away with a simple realization, like some kind of non-dual elixir. Believe me, I don't mean to suggest that there's a magic pill that instantly dissolves all challenges. Non-duality doesn't mean that you won't feel confusion or that your empathic nature won't still pick up on surrounding energies. Instead, it invites a different way of engaging with these experiences. Non-duality teaches us that while we might feel these waves of emotion and confusion, we aren't defined by them. They are passing through us, much like different flavors pass through a soup.